Before I start this video, I'm sorry if you can hear some background noise. The wind is very windy. It's being very windy. The wind is being very windy. That's apparently the opening line we're going with. Hello everybody, happy Saturday. As you guys know from the previous couple of weeks worth of videos, I have been having a proper clear out and I came across all of my textiles sewing projects from secondary school. I kind of can't not show you, if you know what I mean. The opportunity arose, I've grasped it. In my secondary school, we had a double lesson a week, which was 100 minutes a week of a different technology. So there was textiles, food tech, CAD/CAM, graphics, and woodwork. And then we would sort of alternate every term. And then once we got to the end of year 8, we should have done all of the technologies that the school had to offer. I was really excited to do textiles. At that point, I was hell-bent set on becoming a costume designer. That has changed. I still love costume, I still love designing costume, but it's not exactly what I want to do anymore. So I thought it'd be a laugh to show you my textiles projects. So the first thing I made is a chicken doorstop. It is a chicken and no one can tell me otherwise. There's its beak, there's the that bit, its beard, and the bit on the top, the feathers on the top. It's full of sand. I love this. I got to choose the fabric and everything. It was great. You know where I found this? I found this on my bookshelves. It was in the shelving units, at the back with all the slidey bits. In hindsight, this could be what broke the bookshelves. But yes, this was my first textiles project in year 7. I was 11 years old. That was 10 years ago. No, that was 10 years ago. That's disgusting. The second thing that I made, this was in year... Is this year 7 or year 8? Probably year 8. This was the second thing I made. It's an eco-friendly bag. This is an eco-friendly bag. It's got calico on the back. This is the stuff that lines my face masks now. And the whole thing was meant to be eco-friendly. So our design for the front had to be eco-friendly design. So my design, pair of hands, set hands, holding a flower in some soil. This is the first time I used the overlocker machine. I would quite like an overlock machine now, just because it's easier than having to sew seams by just folding it over. It's easier to have this then fold it over. I remember this being quite complicated, the handle bit inside. This was quite complicated to do. I've never used it. It's kind of a strange shape because it's only a rectangle and there's no give at the bottom. It hasn't got a over the shoulder handle like a tote bag. So I can't remember for the life of me when I made this, if it was year 8 or year 9. It's annoying because it's the kind of thing that I'd want to remember, but anyway, I think this was year 9. This is my pillowcase. I'm very proud of it. I wanted the patchwork kind of aesthetic, and I did a little embroidery heart thing. I remember having to match these. I was I can't have 3 unmatching buttons. So these 2 matched, then the middle one is a statement button. This next one was the first time I used a clothing pattern. I clearly didn't use it very well. It's a skirt, but it's the shortest skirt you'll ever find on the earth. It's so short. Biggest waistband ever. And candy stripes. It would look better as a top, honestly. Not that it would fit me now. It didn't even fit me then. But yeah, this is the first time that I used an actual clothing pattern to make anything. I think the first attempt, it was okay, but we got a lot better after this. So now we're moving on to GCSEs. And this is an actual dress. This is a dress that I'd had in my mind and wanted to make for so long because I was that Pinterest girl. I was the one that was always on Pinterest because I was vintage. Kind of want to stand up and show this to you to give you the full effect. Right, okay. You guys ready for this? This is the epitome of my vintage Pinterest aesthetic that I wanted but never really achieved, which I think this dress kind of sums that up. I love it and I'm proud of it. It doesn't scream haute couture, does it? So I handmade each of these like little rosettes and sewn them on. It's got a halter neck and it's got like wide straps things. The tiniest waist. I was meant to be able to fit into this. I got stuck in this dress. I love the skirt. But yeah, this is a whole thing. This was the first proper dress that I made. I was really proud of it, but I was so upset that I couldn't fit into it. Kind of like expectation versus reality. All those gorgeous dresses that I used to look at on Pinterest. But I do kind of love it for the nostalgia. But yeah, I am proud of it. But yeah, and I wouldn't have done 2 straps. I don't know why I did that. Okay, now that I'm stood up, I kind of like this dynamic that we've got going on. The next thing, this was my first A-level piece. And at that point I was like, right, I've got to make 2 garments throughout my 2 years of A-level, 1 garment a year, 1 big project a year. I was very sort of focused and knew that I wanted to make a costume. I wanted to make costumes for my A-levels. This first one is inspired by what is known as the wishing dress from the Phantom of the Opera. When Christine sings, wishing you were somehow here again. I have a whole moment. I love that song. But anyway. The blue dress. I will try and insert a picture. Hopefully there is a picture here of this dress. As you can see from that picture, there's a lovely like whole corset thing going on. So I found a pattern and it's a jacket and it's a skirt. The jacket doesn't fit, but the skirt does, which makes me very happy. But I'll show you the jacket first. I was told to experiment with like embroidery and things. So I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna hand embroider it. Not a great decision, I won't lie to you. So this is the whole jacket. Got lace on the sleeves. I had to make up a scenario pretty much, and my scenario was my client, the client that doesn't exist, needs a costume because she's playing Christine in an amateur production of Phantom of the Opera. So because it was a costume, but it was obviously meant to be from a particular time period that didn't necessarily have zips or like modern clothing fastenings. So I put this panel on the front that I've kind of embroidered quite painfully. I didn't really enjoy this, and this is the one thing that I don't like about this piece that I've made. So it's got a, like flap of Velcro, so that just literally just goes across the front of it, and then my client that doesn't exist could take it off easily to do a quick change. And a quick change in theatre is basically the actress or actor has like a minute or 30 seconds to get off stage, get a costume off, get another costume on, or like take off layers of costume and stuff to go on for the next scene. And yeah, so this was my adaptation of, this is obviously the top, so it is a jacket basically, and it's got like a bustly thing at the bottom, and this is the skirt. She's big, and she's got like one of those big bustle things or apron things that used to go over the front of women's dresses. So yeah, it's a big skirt. Like this is a big piece of costume. Going from that like little dress, that little vintage dress, this was like a big step up. There was a lot going on with this. It had proper lining in the jacket, it's got proper lining in the skirt. So that's my Christine Daae costume. The last thing, my pride and joy. You guys have seen this before, and yes, I do have it hung up in my wardrobe. You guys have seen this before, but obviously if I'm doing a textiles project video, then I can't not show you my beloved bell dress. Sinead, I can't wait for when we're out of lockdown and you can put this on again, because it just, oh, I love it. Again, like a big step up from that costume. This is a full ball gown. I spent 9.5 hours doing the embroidery on the skirts. There's 18 different embroidery sections all along this skirt. I only remember that because I swore to myself I'd never forget it because of the amount of time I spent doing the embroidery on this dress. I love it. I'm in love with it, still in love with it. I'm still super proud of it. I love this bit at the back with all of the roses on it, and all the way at the bottom of the back I've got roses all the way along the bottom of the skirt. Do you know what? I'm gonna aim this camera down for a second and you can see the bottom of it. So the bottom of this dress has roses all the way along the bottom. All of these were handmade and hand sewn on. Like the underneath of this dress looks horrific. It's just layers and layers of like stitches and stuff, but because I've got an extra lining, which you can see here, just hide it, it's fine. I'm immensely proud of this dress. immensely proud of it. If you couldn't tell, it obviously, I said it's Beauty and the Beast dress, but it's based off the live action version, just because I thought that the live action version would probably translate better in designs than an animation would. Sometimes I just take it out of my wardrobe and just hang it up and, you know, admire it because I love it so much. I love this. I'm so proud of it. I can't. I'm so proud of this dress that I cannot even during making it, when I was like stressed beyond belief, I loved it then, love it now. I will always love this dress. So I'm gonna leave this here whilst I do the outro to this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it, looking back on my past like textiles projects and stuff. I will see you on Monday for a Melody Monday. Not filmed it yet, we'll probably film it on Monday. Please like and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye guys.